Hello, hello, hello. It's Wardy Zoo here again, and as promised, I'm back. This time I was going to show you a guild war, but we have a farming guild, just one monster defences, so I won't. So this will be a perfect opportunity to do a bit of a Rune showcase. I've had a couple of requests to show ruins before and that, and as I'm trying to get this channel up and running, please again like it, show your support, you know, get this word around. Let's try and get a few more subs and get a few more views. It'd be really lovely. It really would make an old man happy. So I'm gonna delve straight into it, and I've got the monsters out that I want to show you, more of the relevant monsters that I actually use in certain combinations and that. Later in the week I'll do an arena video or two, and I'll show you some of my arena offences because they're a little bit wacky. I've got some very obvious ones, but I've got some very underrated ones as well. You can't use them really high up, don't get me wrong, but for a lot of people who are watching that, a beginner or mid game, I'm not really looking at the late game players. The late game players, most of them are going to be better than me anyway, so I'm really trying to appeal to the more everyday player. So yeah, let's just delve straight into it anyway. So what we've got here straight away is a Judy. I'll quite often use Judy in Siege, occasionally in Arena as well when for some reason they go fire. Obviously the multi-hit is there to get rid of Garos and Lycas and stuff, so putting her on a half decent build, it is a good idea. Here, as you see, I've got her enough hit points that she can survive a hit, because she does have a bad base defense, so you have to be careful that she won't just get sniped in one shot. You make her reasonably fast, got speed, crit damage, attack. As you see, she's completely, well, she's not broken, but she's got no main set on her. She's just Revenge Wheel Blade. Sometimes it's best, and I'll tell people this over and over again, do not just go Vio for the sake of Vio. If you've not got good Vio ruins, it doesn't matter if you proc or not, because you'll be weak. So you're better off having much stronger broken sets, or a Fatal set, a Swift set, a Rage set, whatever. I know some people are absolutely Vio crazy, and top end players can, because they've got such ridiculously good ruins, which a lot of them they're paid for. In reality, I use hardly any Vio, so I don't really like Vio as a set. I don't like banking on Vio for wins, so I don't have a whole lot of Vio monsters. I just go by my skill. There's some would say that's naive and stupid. It's up to them. This is my game, so I just play it my way. Anyway, as you see, she's got here speed. It's a nice little 21% attack sub. She's got crit damage with speed 19. You see, a lot of this is grinded. Lots of grinding in the game. Pretty weak wheel ruin there, but again, there's a revenge here of 29%, so there's a lot of subs there for the attack. Move on to our own, it's just a spare wheel. I mainly use him in some TIA levels. Again, a couple hundred speed. I've got almost no accuracy on him. I really should build more accuracy on him, but I'm not a huge believer in accuracy. So I make him reasonably tanky so he can survive TOA hits if need be. Not that you should get hit much if you're doing TOA well. But again, I will use him in some Siege for his 19% attack lead. Speed lead, sorry. And my Megan, she's okay. I'd love a Bastet. If I got a Bastet, I'd have a much better set on than this. But she's still plus 176, which isn't the easiest to get. Again, compared to endgame, it's slow, very slow. But again, if you see plus 176 on her, you still have some good subs. There's 23 there, there's 20 there, there's 25 there, 21 there, and 20 there. So not by far not my fastest set, but she'll normally work for what I need her to work with. I usually use her with a speed lead in Arena sometimes, or with a speed lead in Siege for sure. They'll quite often use Susano, 30% speed with hers. She goes up above 300 speed, she's probably going to get first turn. My Lacquer, he's built Fatal Wheel, and he's reasonably fast and reasonably tanky. Again, I like to use him in Siege a lot, sometimes a bomb team in Arena. Always put your bombers on wheel, always, so I can get the bomb off. He's actually pretty decently built. Really low crit rates, that's really nice for my hose. And yeah, he does his job well. We have Konomiya, it's just Swift Wheel. I use this Konomiya on wheel for Leos. So when I'm doing Arena, I'm fat lushing them. If I find Leo defences, then Leo's going to hit. And even if it hits twice, doesn't matter. If via Leo, it's not going to get through 30,000 hit points. She's speed tuned to my Kabila, so the speed tuning is fine. I know it's only about 240 5, but it's more than enough to speed tune in with the Kabila. Then Fat Lushan goes, boom, your standard team. My Theo, I don't actually use my Theo too much. He is violent. He's Violent Revenge, a very basic build for people. Again, he's speed, critical damage, and attack. That's a 5-star Rune, for instance, there. Oh, sorry, wrong button. And he comes, you want your Theo to be 200 speed for sure. Again, plus 1,000 attack at least. His crit rate don't matter too much. People put high on him, but he's got an element of advantage and a 23% crit rate lead. So you really don't need much more, 60% on him. Go 70 to be safe if you want, but he's not going to miss many crits. Galleon, again, you have to make him reasonably fast. A lot of people use him on Will. He wants to be obviously going before most of your nukers. My RTA nukers are faster than my arena nukers, so he does go before most of my nukers. And I've actually got him on double fight focus, so that my nukers hit even harder. Bio is probably the best set for him, but that's just the way I like to use him. We'll move along now to units I actually use. I use this unit in arena, which I'll show you later in the week how I use him. And again, he's just built on Will in case I come across Leos again. And he is speed, critical damage, attack, and he is just used to buff my double Lushan team that I use, which I will show you a team I use. But yeah, he does the job. He goes first. He's faster than the 2 Lushans, and off he goes. My Molong, I use my Molong a lot. Guild and Siege all the time. Not really anywhere else, but Guild and Siege. Good to have him a good couple hundred speed. I know people love Violent, but I absolutely love Vampire on him. Now, my slot 2 Vampire Rune on him is really, really nice because I've got speed, but then I've got 21 defense and 32 hit point. It's a real solid, tasty Rune, that is. So yeah, that gives him 42,000 hit point, and he's got the 200 speed. He runs really nice. It's hit point there. I actually think I've got a grind I could put on here. I've got a couple of grinds if I need to grind him, but I have to make sure he goes and my Icarus is speed tuned very close to him, so I can get Molong, snipe 70%, Icarus, take the rest, that's snipe somebody. My Aerial, I actually use him in a safe R5 team, and I do use him in Siege every now and again. I know people want to have a huge buff, but I can run a safe team where I can run Garo, Leica and Aerial, and that team runs really smooth. He's in double Nemesis. Again, Violent can be good, but I love the double Nemesis set on him. Again, he's 200 speed, 30,000 odd hit points. He's alright, This is one of my main uses. Again, it's a Despair Will. Now, I did have him on Despair Nemesis, and I'm very, very well aware that a lot of people use him on Nemesis. Now, I used to use him on Nemesis, but then against other Samaths, he was getting stunned too much. So I put him onto Will to make sure he gets his go. So, for instance, I Fat Lushan, kills everybody, or kills majority or whatever, but obviously Samath comes back to life. So Samath comes back to life, whacks down, stuns my Samath, so my Samath don't get a go to finish off. Put him on Will, not a problem. Samath comes back to life, whacks back down. He's not killing my Samath in one shot. He's tanky enough to take a hit, and then he gets his go. And that I've only done that about a week ago, and it works perfectly. As you see here, it's again a speed, crit damage, attack build. See here, loads of grinds, most everything grinded. You've got to, if you're getting late again. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to move across. So we're down list actual units I use. Now, like my Monkey and my Beast, and that's more RTA use, but I do use my Barbara. Yes, I'd like to have her on Vio, and I would suggest you do her on Vio, but I don't have a whole lot of Vio sets. So it's just Swift Energy. I can put her onto Will if need be. I don't use her a whole lot, sometimes in Siege or Guild. Again, get up there with the speed. She's really tanky. I would say hybrid her. Tanky you can make her, the better. I mean, some people have like good 30,000 Beast Riders. I've got 25,000 here, so I've got 1,000 attack. She hits really well. Again, like you'll see on so many monsters, it is simply a speed, crit damage, attack build. I've just got a lot of hit point subs, as you see a 30% sub there, 23% sub there, and 26% sub there. So much hit point subs, which gives her that extra 14,000. Onto Leica, which I use quite a lot. He is a Vampire Nemesis, which is a basic build for most. Some people use Violent and like it. I did try Rage, but then he didn't heal enough, so I think Vampire is still the best build for him, I've got to be honest. I like to have another 3,000 or 4,000 hit points on him, to be honest. but he's pretty quick. Like everything in this game, you've just got to run quick. If you're not running quick, you're getting killed, you're getting lapped. Everything's got to be running at 200 plus speed. It really has. Not everything, but you know, almost everything. Next unit, Draco, I lose loads. He is my fastest unit in RTA. In this normal area, he's not my fastest monster, but he's still reasonably quick. He is 286. He is swift wheel. I use him with Garo and Leica all the time with that 30% speed lead on top, which is making him, you know, up at over 320 speed. So works a treat. It's lovely, and that is a speed, hit point, defense build. Pretty tanky. Does a great job. A lot of these I just run. We'll go to my Zaros. My Zaros is strong. Again, 20,000 hit points, so we can take a hit. Plus 1,300 attack, as you can see, almost plus 130. He's got to run fast because he is one of my big arena cleaves. He has got to make sure that he doesn't get cut between the Tiana. So he has to be ran fast. He is Rage, not Despair. I like a Rage build. So I've got Rage Energy on him. And crit rate 16% now, attack 4 points, not too bad. And again, crit damage of 18 speed, 18 attack. Again, everything grinded. This is a lovely Rune here with the speed and the crit rate. Nothing special, not many of my runes are legend runes. And Raki, now this is one of my best rune monsters, because at the moment with Myhos, Trianas, Vanessas, everything, Raki is worth her weight in gold. I'll go out there, I'll say it, one of the best units in the game right now. To what the meta is, this is the monster I have. Mine is on Swift. I've just changed her build because I just went for G1 in Arena and I missed out because she didn't have enough crit rate. So I've not messed about at all, and I've got her on 100% crit rate. I'd love to have her another 3,000 or 4,000 hit points, but it's just not the way. She is a turn 1 cleave, so she gets her job done turn 1, then puts Endure on herself. It's not that big a deal. You see there, she's got 174% crit rate, damage, 100% crit rate. She is like 223 speed, almost 1,500 extra attack. She's got a kit. She is that speed on attack, crit damage attack. So as you see here, that's not even got a speed grind on it yet. And you've got crit rate, crit damage here. You've got this lovely Rune with 20 speed. Peter hasn't got any crit rate on it, but I've got 100% anyway. You've got this with the crit rate, crit damage again. You've got this with a 20 speed, some crit rate and some hit point in it. And again, speed, crit rate, crit damage. It's all in there and all the runes. One of my favourite units. She's just amazing. You know, people used to rip her, but now, yeah. Okay, moving on. Rakan, which I really actually like to solo. He's just a basic build. He is Vampire Will, has to be Will. And he's got hit point, crit damage, hit point. Good 70, 80 plus speed, nice. You get the subs. Garo, I use a lot. I see he's fast, almost 220. Doesn't need much hit point in that, obviously, unless he's going to get multi-hit, which you're not going to take him into loads of multi-hits unless you're stupid. He's got almost 200% crit damage. It's a really solid build. Vampire Nemesis, the only way you can build him. See there, he got speed, crit damage, and attack again. Lovely subs here, crit rate, crit damage, attack, and speed, like perfect for what he needs. Again, speed here, speed, crit damage, crit rate. Again, you'll see a lot of that. My Shaina is one of my favourite units. She's on Swift Revenge, and she's up there, almost 240 speed, and well over 20,000 hit points, so she doesn't get killed too quick. I use her a lot in lots of different areas. I use her to clear level 5s of Second Awakenings, her and the Fire Twins, and I use her in I use her in TOA and in Lab. I held Lab clear with Shiner, Miura, who is Rage Nemesis, and will just skip down to here, and my Bailey. I use them 3 together in lots of Hell Lab levels. They work really well. This unit's beautiful. I have actually to take a Rune off her, so she's got 99% crit rate, which is not doing my OCD any good. But with the skill set she has, it's yeah, amazing units. Okay, I don't want to drag this out, so I'm just going to quickly now go across to, again, Belarus. I use this is Spare Wheel. Again, you want to go fast enough because he's going to defense break and provoke. You want to go fast enough so he goes first before anyone else, so he gets the defense break off. Well, the only person he doesn't want to be going before is obviously a stripper, if you're using a stripper with him. And yeah, he's just Spare Wheel, quite basic. I think he works better on Vio, like a lot of units do. And my Chiru, who I just recently got, he's actually 247 speed on Despair. This is one of a very good build. Just use him to go before people like Belarus, so he can strip and then Belarus can provoke and defense break. He's on speed, crit damage, hit point. I really like a Chiru crit damage, by the way, like a Tiana. Right, my Sierra is my funniest build. She's 226, 1000 plus attack. All looks standard when you look at this. You think Vio? No, mine's Despair Wheel. It is so funny in RTA when I Despair Stun with a Sierra. I can't imagine what they look like, but I find it really fun, so I'm keeping the build. Right, I will show you two of my Lushens. This is my Fat Lushen. He is just Rage and Blade, 100% crit rate, 220% crit damage, and 1,749 attack. He does well. I want plus 2,000, but I'm just not good enough to get them sort of stats and keep the crit rate. So I just have to keep him like this. He is attack, crit damage, attack like any Fat Lushen should be. With any form of attack you can get. This is where flat attack grinds work. See this flat attack plus 46? This is where it works. Flat attack plus 40. Now between two of them, that's 86 extra attack. That's where these flat attack grinds are worth it. So when you're thinking about things like Katrinas and Lushens, and these people just want that little extra bit of attack, keep them attack. Flat attack grinds. And this is one of my speed Lushen. My speed Lushen I use. Again, 100% crit rate, over 100 speed, 203 speed, crit damage 150, and he's an attack, crit damage. So we're going to move down now. I use my Gani a fair bit. He goes with my Icarus and Molong quite often. He is Vio Wheel with his speed, hit point. Nice bit of extra speed there. Nice little Vio set, 246 speed, 30,000 hit points, over 2,000 defense. Does his job. Tiana, now this is my fastest unit. She's waiting on a grind, not on a grind. I've got a Rune I need to grind now, make her plus 195. So I'm really happy about the speed of her. She runs Swift Broken. You've obviously got the speed, and she's crit damage. Please build your Tiana crit damage. She hits so hard. She's based on speed and hit point. They see the hit points got 27, got a 24, 23, and a 27. So this 23 is going to be subbed out for a 25 when I can. So I'm really happy about this. This unit is I only got Diana a week ago, and I absolutely love her. She's Violent Wheel, and she is speed, crit damage, hit point. It takes a lot of requirements to get the 100% crit rate on a crit damage build, but she is worth it. Mine isn't quite tanky enough, but this is the only build where I could do crit damage with Will and Vio and get the crit rate. Kabila, this is my fastest unit, obviously 312, but Kabila's base speed obviously being 20, it's not my fastest set. My fastest set is on Tiana, but her base speed's obviously got 25 less. Here we've got a Swift Blade, she's on speed, crit damage, defense. I've only got on the crit damage build really because it's the 26 speed Rune. So that's like the fastest Rune I've got in Swift on slot 4, so that's why she's that. But she still packs a punch because all the Harpies do. So I'm just going to finish off showing you my Lauren. You can run over Violent, but my Swift Revenge is a brilliant build for a Lauren, obviously, because her Revenge will reduce your attack bar and defense break you. She's speed, hit point, and mine's not as fast as it could be, but it does the job. It does the job perfectly wherever I need it to be. And she's just a must-build unit, guys, an absolute must-build unit. And we'll finish off with my Ho, which most Ho are built on Vampire, or actually, people are changing over to Violent now. Mine's actually just a Fatal Nemesis build. That Nemesis to get the extra kick in, that extra speed, so she kicks in and has another go. Mine's only a couple hundred speed, and so much extra attack though. She hits so hard. Again, this unit is so broken at the moment, and I hope they fix it soon. And yeah, they are my Runes. And again, just in case Crow, this is a Crow build that survives R5. A lot of you might be actually wanting to see this. It's 200 crit damage, 87% crit rate. It's a great build, plus 1,500. Crow takes quite a lot of requirements if you really want a good R5 survivor and a good Rift survivor. If you see here, mine's on Rage Focus. You've got attack, with a little bit of hit point, a little bit of defense there. I've probably got a defense grind I can put into that possibly. I have, we'll do that right now. Oh, wonderful, 7%, nice. Yep, and then you've got the crit damage there with the extra attack and the attack there, and your 5-star one. You've got extra 21% attack there, extra 16% attack there. Yeah, and you've got the hit points to go in with it. So you've got the hit point 19% there, and you've got the hit point 11% there, hit point 15% there, hit point 15% there. So this is, it takes some requirements, but it's worth it. Crow is so good, so good. Even TOA 100 boss. So yeah, that's a Rune showcase. I do hope you enjoyed it. I will be back again tomorrow because I'm going to continue rolling them out. Sub, show support. Thank you guys. Woody out.